Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today we're plunging into a truly thought-provoking question. It really gets right to the heart of what it means to be human. Are we simply born into the world, or do we actively, create and shape our lives within it? Our source material for this deep dive comes from Alison McLean's Human Existence. The lyrics are really evocative, almost poetic. These aren't just song lines. They feel more like a philosophical journey, really distilled into these powerful verses.
Indeed. And our mission here is to unpack the profound implications in these lyrics. We're going to explore what they suggest about human agency, our capacity to act, make choices,
Right.
about personal responsibility, and, well, the often underestimated power of individual creation, how we shape our own realities. Think of it as a shortcut, maybe, to truly understanding your role in the universe.
It is compelling stuff, isn't it? The way these words are put together, it invites us to look at our place in the world differently. Not as a given, but as something dynamic, deeply personal. It really asks us to think differently about the very fabric of our existence. So let's start right where Allison begins. That first line is incredibly bold. Maybe we're not born into the world, yet we create and shape our lives. When I first read that, it hit me immediately. It feels like such a fundamental challenge to how most of us view our beginning.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction?
Well, what's truly fascinating is that immediate distinction. It fundamentally challenges, a common perception. It's not just saying we're not passive. It suggests we're not simply dropped into some existing pre-made framework. It's
Right.
like, you're not just a passenger on a train. Maybe you're laying the tracks or even designing the train itself. And the lyrics clarify this. Maybe we are not obedient recipients of a pre-planned destiny. Yet we are active ingredients shaping the world around us. So this isn't just about free will. It's about seeing ourselves as active co-authors of existence,
So authors.
Yeah, every choice, even in action, it literally adds a sentence to the world's unfolding story.
That's a profound shift, moving from recipient to active ingredient, a co-creator. But if we're that active, it really amplifies the stakes, doesn't it?
It does.
And this idea connects directly to responsibility.
Yeah.
Especially when the lyrics go on, maybe. We are responsible for how we navigate. Yet
Yeah.
we shape our own experience.
Mm-hmm.
When she talks about navigating, it implies choice, direction. How does that translate into us shaping our experience rather than just receiving it?
Well, if we connect it to the bigger picture, navigating suggests our journey isn't on a fixed track, right?
Yeah.
It implies conscious choices, deliberate directions, the ability to steer. We're not just experiencing what happens to us, we're actively influencing what happens for us.
Influencing what happens for us.
Exactly. To shape our experience means we're not merely bystanders to our emotions, our circumstances, our reactions. We are the architects of our internal landscape and, well, to a significant degree, our external one too. Through our choices, interpretations, actions. It's like being given a blank canvas and the paint, rather than just being shown a finished painting.
And this really drives home the accountability part. I admit, when I read the next line, maybe, there is no external force to blame for our choices and our results in the game. Part of me recoiled a bit. It's incredibly empowering, yes, but doesn't it also feel a bit heavy? What about things totally out of our control? How does this philosophy handle that?
That's a critical question, a really important point about where we place responsibility. Look, this lyric doesn't necessarily deny external circumstances exist, of course they do, but it powerfully challenges deterministic views, the idea our lives are entirely preset or governed only by outside forces, like
Right.
dominoes already falling.
Right, that inevitability.
Exactly. Instead, it firmly places the locus of control, the perceived source of power over our lives, within ourselves. It's a call to profound self-accountability. It suggests that while we can't always choose our starting point, maybe, or the exact cards we're dealt, we always have agency in how we play the game, how we respond to what unfolds. The results aren't just what happens to us, but what we do with what happens.
Okay, that reframing of results is key. It moves beyond just, say, success or failure
Right.
to how we actually engage. And the lyrics make that active choice very clear. We do. And we have a choice, too. Take responsibility for our participation.
Yeah.
What does it truly mean to fully take responsibility for our participation in our lives, beyond just owning our direct actions?
Well, taking responsibility for participation means acknowledging our agency in every single moment, even in our inaction.
Even in action.
Yeah. Recognizing that even by doing nothing, by choosing passivity, we are still participating, still influencing our reality. This active choice implies conscious engagement, a deliberate decision to be fully present, fully accountable for how we show up, what we contribute, how we respond. It moves us beyond simply existing to consciously, intentionally shaping our experience. It's embracing that we are not just characters in a story. We're the authors, the directors, maybe even the stagehands of our own narrative.
So it's not just about accepting what comes, but actively influencing and engaging with it
Right.
at every level. And it all seems to build towards this incredible conclusion Alison offers, this idea where our imagination becomes reality.
Right.
How do all these preceding ideas shaping lives, responsibility, participation, how do they culminate in this really striking statement? What does it suggest about the ultimate power of human thought, human agency?
If you connect it all, imagination becomes reality. Really serves as the ultimate expression of human creative power within this whole framework. It synthesizes everything we've discussed. If we are not passive recipients,
But active ingredients.
right, shaping our lives, and if there's no external force solely to blame for our choices and results, then the logical, powerful conclusions that our inner world, our thoughts, our visions, our imagination holds the blueprint for our external reality.
Or blueprint.
Yeah, this isn't just, simple positive thinking. It's the ultimate recognition that our inner blueprint directly informs our external build. Our mind becomes the first workshop of reality. It suggests our capacity to conceive of something, to truly imagine it, is the very first foundational step in manifesting it, in making it real in our lives.
Wow, what a journey.
Mm.
From challenging the idea that we're merely born into the world to revealing that we actively create and shape our lives. These lyrics from Alison McLean's Human Existence, they truly reveal a profound shift in perspective, moving us from passive players to active creators, shapers of our own existence.
That's right. The key takeaways here, they profoundly challenge deterministic thinking, that idea that our lives are all mapped out or just governed by external forces. Instead, they place a powerful emphasis on personal responsibility for our choices, their results. And maybe most importantly, they highlight the transformative power of our imagination and our active, conscious participation in life.
So if our imagination truly becomes reality, as these lyrics suggest, the question for you, listening, is, what are you daring to imagine for your world, for your experience? What script are you actively writing for your tomorrow?